Hey, welcome back. So now let's continue our coding. Here, configure the FTSR, right? So FTSR is a register of EXTI. So let's use EXTI peripheral and let's dereference that. So we don't have EXTI peripheral definition, right, in the MCU specific header file. Now let's create that. So we didn't do actually. So let me do that here. Hash define EXTI and let's give the same definition here. So let's give the EXTI base address. Again, EXTI base address is already defined, no problem. All right. And how about EXTI peripheral structure? So EXTI peripheral structure is not yet created. All right, so we have to create that. Otherwise, we will not be able to access its registers. Now let's create here. So let me just copy this and let me do it here. So peripheral register definition structure for EXTI. All right, so let me create a structure. All right, so I just created EXTI peripheral register definition structure. And now let's go back to the code. And now let's go back to the driver.c. And here EXTI dereference and select FTSR. So I'm not able to access that. FTSR, I don't know why. Let's check. Oh, I'm sorry. So here we did a mistake. So this must be EXTI regdef, right? All right, so that looks fine. Now let's go back to the driver.c and here let's continue our coding. So EXTI select FTSR bitwise OR is equal to. Now we have to set a bit in FTSR register which is corresponding to the pin number provided, right? So that's why 1 left shifted by pin number. That's it. And make sure that the corresponding bit in the RTSR is cleared because we just want falling edge detection. That's it, right? So maybe accidentally or maybe due to the other configuration, previous configuration, the RTSR, the corresponding bit in RTSR may be set. We don't know. So that's why it's better to clear the RTSR bit. So clear the corresponding RTSR bit. So how to do that? So just select copy and paste and is equal to negation of, right? So just select RTSR here. That's it. Now the same thing you have to copy here as well, but you have to change this to RTSR and this to FTSR. That's it. And after that, you have to copy this once again. Sorry, here configure the RTSR. And after that, so you have to configure these two lines once again and you have to paste here and here. You have to set both RTSR and FTSR. That's it. Great. So we finished all these modes and after that we have to configure the GPIO port selection in sysconfig EXTI control register and I will tell you that in the next lecture. Now enable the EXTI interrupt delivery using IMR. So this is very simple. So we can straight away do this. So what you can do is you can just select EXTI here and select the IMR and that's it, bitwise OR and just enable. So you have to enable the interrupt delivery on the EXTI line corresponding to the pin number provided. That's it. And this step we'll do in the next lecture and I'll see you in the next lecture. Alright, so before ending this lecture, I would like to give you a small assignment. So here we are going to configure the sysconfig registers in the next lecture. So let's go to the reference manual. So here you can see that the sysconfig registers are actually part of the APB2 bus. So this peripheral is actually hanging on APB2 bus and you have to enable the clock for it. So create a clock enable macro in the MCU specific header file. So I have already created, I think. Yeah, here it is. So this clock enable macro must be present. And after that also create the peripheral register definition structure for sysconfig peripheral. So currently it is not present. So I will quickly create that and I will return in the next lecture. And I hope you will do that. And I'll see you in the next lecture.